What is this obstetric fistula?
Fistula is what one would call, it's been sometimes described as the most tragic childbirth injury. It's a result of labor taking too long than normal.
It's an injury which is usually the people who suffer from it get it when during childbirth.
When you say obstetric fistula, it's actually the abnormal connection that is formed between the female vagina and the rectum, or the female vagina and or with the bladder.
Many adduced the causes of obstetric fistula to cultural practices, from preference of young girls as wives and home delivery to cultural beliefs.
There's so many social drivers of obstetric fistula, so many harmful practices like female genital mutilation, early age at childbearing, lack of access to emergency obstetric care.
Beyond these, obstetric fistula could be as a result of other illnesses, accidents, and even some surgeries.
Wajen da haihuwa ne suka ce wai saboda wurin kan yaron ya daɗe a wurin shi ne kawo mu haka, kuma fitsari ya taru min a wurin shi ne suka ce sai dai su min aiki su cire, sai suka yi min aiki suka cire yaran ma, kan a cire ma ba rai.
Aka kira likita a gida, aka kira ta zo ta lallatsa ta ce lalle haihuwa ne amma fitsari ya kulle, sai an je asibiti ta sa roba ta cire fitsari, in aka sa'a daga nan haihuwa za ta a haihu. Nan ma dai dare aka kuma kwana, fitsari ma ina je na tsuguna ba zai yi ba, wannan ɗa ya toshe fitsari.
Tun watan azumin tsofaffi wannan abu isa ne haka dai na yi yunkurin dai haihuwa dai da kaina haka, to dai Allah bai nufa ba, to sai da aka kira mini malamin asibiti izo ijaraba dai bakin kokarin shi dai aka samu, aka Allah idai raba da cikin lafiya, to da wannan kuma larura ashe an samu wannan larura.
Wani abin ya faru na naƙuda ta kama ba a zo asibiti ba, ana gida da an ka haihu matsalar ta biyo da baya.
Yadda abin ya faru daga asibiti nake na zaɓawa, aka je aka yi mai operation aka hidda man ɗanɗa, to sannan matsalar hitsarin ta same ni maka wani.
The time when I get the VVF, everybody they run for me. Nobody they agree ma enter person room. So now from outside ma at the sleep.
In the sub-Saharan region, Nigeria contributes a substantial percentage of obstetric fistula cases.
Every year, it's estimated that 12,000 cases of new fistula cases occur in Nigeria.
At present, Kaduna State has a burden of around 12,230 cases of untreated fistula, with new cases coming up from time to time. And not more than 100 patients are treated in a year. More really needs to be done. This is where the partnership of the state government, the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA, Fifth Chaka, and Her Excellency, the wife of the governor, Hajia Aisha Ummi Garba El Rufai, came to the rescue. This is Hajia Gambasawaba General Hospital, Zaria. The Hajia Gambasawaba General Hospital is the only government secondary medical facility in Kaduna State charged with the responsibility of treating fistula patients.
The Gambasawaba Hospital in Zaria serves as the VVF center where we have specialized theater, which has been carrying out surgery on these poor young ladies to repair their fistulae.
The VVF Center, as a unit, has its own surgeons that are not in the general pool. Because of the patient load, we used to have visiting fistula surgeons from outside.
In Europe, the obstetric fistula has almost disappeared. Not completely. It happens seldomly because the obstetric care there is functioning, well functioning. So there is no case anymore of prolonged obstructed labor.
These patients are mostly the indigent citizens of Kaduna State. How do they come about obstetric fistula?
After they do operation for me for fibroid, when I getting healed, I come back home. When I come back home, I getting peace in my body.
Mun so mu je asibiti to haihuwan ya zo da gaggawa. Tun da fara jin motsin zan haihu da haihuwa. Duka bai minti 30 ba mu kai ga shirin mu tafi ba kawai na haihu. Fara ɗaya haihuwan ya zo. Ina haihuwa kawai na ga na samu matsala. Ina haihuwa.
To an yi min aiki kwana 3. To sai na ga ledan shimfiɗa na tana jikewa.
How do the patients of obstetric fistula feel?
Wahala ta duniya alhamdulillah mun ganta mun ga jarabawan Ubangiji kuma mun rungumi kaddara mun ɗauki jarabawan nan nashi.
Na samu ɓacin rai matuƙa musamman da na zo asibiti. Nurses su gyara ni sai suka ce a yafi ƙarfinsu. Na samu damuwa sosai.
Tunanin da kike gani ina yin kuka da bakin ciki maimakon mijinka shine wannan lalura ta same ka ta tsadade shi ya tallafa maka ku yi tafiyan nan tare sai aka saka wa mahaifina kaji abin da yake bata min rai har da ake gani na in an zo ana min tambayoyi a asibiti ake gani ina kuka bakin cikin wannan abu da yake sawa yasa nake yin wannan kuka.
You see women and girls living with fistula. First, you think of the psychological, the physical effect on them, physically. The physical, she's leaking urine. Okay? From the leaking urine, she has these rashes all over her genital area. Sometimes because of the prolonged labor that caused the fistula, you see this one, these women, they have what we call foot drop medically. They find it difficult to walk.
Most of these patients, once they have this problem, the first thing they come out with is depression.
The Hajiya Gambasawaba General Hospital is a haven for the patients of fistula, creating a social circle to make them belong and feel each other.
Rehabilitation is very key, but these are young ladies that actually stay for a longer time. So in that case, what do we do with them? So within that period, we engage them in some skills and also provide them with whatever it takes to make their life easier.
Kaduna State, in its efforts to be the first in Nigeria to rid the state of fistula, entered into a working partnership with the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, to wage total war on fistula.
More importantly, beyond what we're doing in Gambasawaba General Hospital, is to see how we can mobilize resources from both the state, from our friends, our corporate partners, and our development partners. And we have an investment case that has been made, a 5-year investment case that tells us what we can do in prevention, in community engagement, in treatment, in rehabilitation, and also monitoring what we're doing.
The The story of the VVF Center of the Hajia Gambasawaba General Hospital cannot be told without the immense and motherly contributions of Her Excellency, the wife of the Governor, Hajia Aisha Ummi Garba El Rufai.
Part of our plans for survivors is that we have skills acquisition programs. They're being taught basic skills. Even while they're being treated in the hospitals, they have classes for skills acquisition so that they can be able to take care of themselves when they leave the rehabilitation centers. At least they would be economically empowered to take care of themselves, because being reintegrated back to the society would be less of a burden for them by the time they are equipped with the right kind of skills that they have interest in to make a living with. At the centers, we give them toiletries. We try to put them through and teach them, the basic and proper use of toiletries, how to have proper hygiene while they're menstruating and other things like that. That is also part of the things that we do. We take food items to them because most of these women, as I told you, have been abandoned by their families.
Apart from giving the patients a sense of belonging, Her Excellency made a call not only to parents.
I also want to appeal to husbands. I want to appeal to the pregnant women themselves to embrace absolutely the need for them to always and constantly be attending antenatal sessions in the primary and secondary healthcare facilities. Some of the drugs are free, for them to be able to have a better immune system while they're pregnant. And there are sessions that are being put in place for when a woman comes for her antenatal session. She is being educated on how to take care of herself, what kind of foods to eat, what to do when she's pregnant and even post-pregnancy, even regarding child spacing and a lot of other things. So it's a lot of benefits put in one place.
With these commitments and synergy, the war on fistula will become a thing of the past before the year 2022. Patients like Rahab, therefore, could reintegrate into the society without any feeling of rejection or dehumanization. With the pooling of resources by kind-hearted and spirited individuals, corporate organizations and NGOs, the objective of healing wounds and restoring dignity of the fistula patients in Kaduna State would be achieved and serve as a beacon for others to follow. As the saying goes, givers never lack. Contribute your own quota to the reduction of the backlog of fistula cases in Kaduna State and reap bountifully from the joy of patients like Rahab. Donate to this laudable cause.